All right. So this is Nick Fuentes and Tim Pool explode on each other. Like I said, something that I definitely, if you were able to find a video on Pornhub that said Nick explodes on Tim all over him, I bet it would involve these two dudes. It's Pride Month. It's Pride Month. It's okay. It's all right, guys. All right, let's watch it. Now do the Chrisleys. Let's do any of the people that Trump has pardoned so far.
Okay.
So the girls are fighting, Crystal. The girls are fighting. There is massive...
People love when we talk about Nick Fuentes.
There's massive right-wing infighting now. I live for this shit, man. Inject it right into my veins. I can't get enough of it.
Oh, okay.
So we have Tim Pool. I believe in this go-round, it was Tim Pool who threw the first shot.
Okay.
And then Nick Fuentes responded.
Okay.
So here we go. Let's start with the Tim Pool clip.
If someone came to me and said, I don't like...
Dude, you couldn't pick two douchier people than Tim Pool and Nick Fuentes. God, like the level of douchebaggery when these two are in the same room, it must be like, that's like apocalyptic proportions right there. Tim Pool and Nick Fuentes in the same room, that's got to be one of the like the real signals that humanity is going the wrong path, right? Like it's the end, like the end of times. Like, in the prophecies, it probably says something like beanie-wearing douchebag and white nationalists in same room at same time talking to each other, exploding all over each other.
The U.S. spending money in these foreign wars. Ukraine, Taiwan, Israel, Afghanistan, Iraq, I'd say, oh, I understand.
I'm totally with you on that.
But when they come to me and they say, the U.S. should be spending money on Israel, I say, what about other countries? No, Israel! And I'm like, dude, the only thing you care about is that you are Israel first and foremost. All the Groypers, Nick Fuentes, and everyone there, Israel.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, look at Tim Bull getting really mad. Look at that face. Look at that face. He got really mad.
Iraq, I'd say, oh, I understand.
I'm totally with you on that.
But when they come to me and they say, the U.S. should be spending money on Israel, I say, what about other countries? No, Israel! And I'm... Come to me and they say, the U.S. should be spending money on Israel. I say, what about other countries? No, Israel! And I'm like, dude, the only thing you care about is that you are Israel first and foremost. All the Groypers,
so
Nick Fuentes,
mad.
they're Israel first. The only thing they
The
ever talk
douchebag
about,
singularity.
they won't shut up about it. They love Israel. I get it. They hate it. They hate Israel.
When an unstoppable loser meets an unmovable idiot.
They hate AIPAC. They hate all these people, but it's the only thing they talk about. They act like no other problems exist.
Right.
And I'm like, the point is, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing in your mind is Israel. For me, it's America.
What? What? Let me help you guys out. If the first thing you think about when you wake up in the morning is either Israel or America, you guys need some fucking hobbies, all right? Like, you should not be thinking about a country, whether the one you live in or one somewhere else. You shouldn't be thinking about them like you should be thinking about other things. Like, man, I really could use a cup of coffee. Or I should probably, like, clean the house today. Or what am I going to have for breakfast? One of those things probably going to be, like, top priority for most people. But apparently Tim Pool, he jerks off to America right off the bat. Just gets up, yanks the covers off, and just spanks one out to the Star-Spangled Banner. That's how patriotic Tim Pool is, guys. You guys can't be as patriotic as Tim Pool, okay? Tim Pool jerks off to God Bless America. God, you guys are failing so hard.
What's going on with fentanyl in Canada? What's going on with illegal immigration from Guatemala into our country? So when I have a list of countries I care more about, I'm like, what's going on in your mind?
He had more to say. I wasn't ready. And
I'm like, the point is, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing in your mind is Israel. For me, it's America. How do we secure our borders? What's going on with...
That gets even funnier. Just Tim Pool just fucking rolling out of bed and being like, can you imagine being Tim Pool's wife? Does he have a wife? I don't know if he has a wife. Do women touch Tim Pool? This is probably why that's probably why he's so angry, right? Like, Tim Pool rolls out of bed and he's like, his wife's like laying there. She's like thinking about coffee or breakfast or cleaning the house. And Tim Pool's like, we got to secure the border. What the fuck is going on in Tim's house, dude? Bro, you need to do something else. If you're thinking about securing the border first thing in the morning, all right? Like, there is something going on, dog. You got to let it go.
When you wake up in the morning, the first thing in your mind is Israel. For me, it's America. How do we secure our borders? What's going on with fentanyl in Canada? What's going on with illegal immigration from Guatemala?
Wait. Fentanyl in Canada? Dude, Swift, tell me. Tell me, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on with fentanyl in Canada? It is 6:30 in the morning. I did not sleep well last night. I was thinking about the border and fentanyl in Canada, brother. What is happening? God. I mean, seriously? I mean...
Lady, I got buddies who died face down in the muck so that you and I could enjoy this family restaurant.
Fucking A, Walter.
Into our country. So when I have a list of countries I care more about, I'm like, first of all, American labor.
Wait, he has a list of countries that he cares more about? Bro, I don't have a list. I don't have any lists. I didn't know I was supposed to have a list.
Are we helping Gen Z get in the labor force, buy houses, and have families? That's the first thing I'm thinking about when I wake up. How do we build...
Wait. Hold on. Are we thinking about the border? Are we thinking about fentanyl in Canada? Are we thinking about Gen Z in the workforce? Like, there's no fucking way you can think of all of those first. You gotta pick one, Tim Pool. You can't just think about all of those things first. That's not how first works. Okay? First means one thing, Tim Pool. One solitary subject. That's like, you gotta set a priority. I thought he said he had a list. Obviously, he doesn't have a fucking list.
Culture among Americans. How do we get people to be moralistic in our country? Then I'm worried about Mexico. They got cartels that are shoveling drugs up to our country, our borders insecure. Then I'm concerned about Guatemala. Then I'm concerned about El Salvador. Then I'm concerned about Honduras. Then Brazil. And at some point down the list, I'm like, there's Israel.
Sorry, Israel. Sorry, Israel. You guys come after Honduras in the morning, okay? Tim Pool doesn't think about Israel until like 10:30, 11 o'clock tops, all right? He's got bigger fucking fish to fry, guys.
Israel.
Holy shit.
But these people wake up every day bashing their faces against the wall, screaming the word Israel. And I'm like, you are Israel first.
Look at this guy. Hold on, look at this guy.
Bashing their faces against the wall, screaming the word Israel.
This guy is so serious. Look at him. He's making puppy dog eyes. Is this Tim Pool's wife? This might be Tim Pool's wife. I'm sorry if this is Tim. I'm sorry, Tim Pool's wife. Look at those puppy dog eyes. Like, he's like, this is my man. Like, I fucking love this guy so much. He thinks about Honduras like first thing in the morning. Fentanyl in Canada. He don't think about Israel until like 11:30 or 12, guys. Look at those. Those are some puppy dog eyes.
And I'm like, you are Israel first. And I hope you hear me.
Clearly.
Wow. Fucking mic drop, Tim Pool. Fucking mic drop. How is that a mic drop moment? Oh my God, what is wrong with these people? These guys they have no happiness in their life, man. I bet you Tim Pool skates angry, right? Like, he goes outside, he's like, I'm gonna go have some fun, guys. He fucking goes out and gets on his fucking 18,000 acre property, jumps on his fucking half pipe that some other people built for him, and he's like, I'm gonna fucking drop in angry. I'm so mad right now. I've got a fucking freedom boner and I'm trying to skate. Jesus Christ. Fentanyl in Canada, guys. Can you, like, God damn, these must be the most insufferable fucking human beings to be around. Like, at all fucking times. Like, you're like, so anyways, like, it's pretty crazy, like, that the Thunder and the Pacers are both in the NBA championship. That's kind of weird if you ask me. And he's like, yeah, you know what's weird? Fentanyl in Canada right now. I don't think about the NBA championships until, like, well after Israel. And let me tell you this. I don't think about Israel. All right? I think about Honduras. I think about securing the border, brother. Fuck. Like, Jesus Christ, how can you be this insufferable?
Definitely focused on Israel far more than they are on the U.S.
Yep. And that's why when they said they would vote for Joe Biden, Over Donald Trump, I said, that is a person who would burn this country to the ground because they care more about Israel. They hate Israel, but Israel matters so much more to them. They would see America burn if it meant bad things happen to Israel.
Cutting your nose to spite your face, yeah.
I don't know why you care so much. And they live in these crazy...
Oh, is it Dinosaur Day? Is it today a Dinosaur Day? Because if you guys wanted to know, if you hold on, Big Me. If you guys wanted to know, my favorite dinosaur, Triceratops. Yep, fucking, it's a hot take. A lot of you guys out there saying no, but let me tell you this, okay? I grew up with a land before time. I grew up with Littlefoot, okay? And whatever that Triceratops was named, I don't remember. Apparently not actually my favorite dinosaur. Okay, don't shame me, guys. Don't judge me. Triceratops, my favorite dinosaur, okay? Just back to small me now. Was it? Wait, I almost had the name. It was a girl. The Triceratops was a girl. Almost had it.
Crazy worlds where Israel's the most important country on the planet. I'm telling you, it is fascinating how they think Israel controls the weather. I like the amount of...
Wait. What? Is he talking about MTG? Is he talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene? Wait, is he talking about Jewish space lasers? Dude, Tyrannosaurus... Okay, Stegosaurus, LB, I'm giving you that one. Christina, Tyrannosaurus Rex, that's basic. Sarah! Fucking A! Pinkerbell. I shouldn't... How did I not fucking know Sarah? God damn it, it's in the name. It's in the name! It's in the name. Somebody needs that. You know what? This is what I feel like, guys. This is what I feel like, guys. I feel like nobody has ever asked Tim Pool what his favorite dinosaur is. Like, okay, if anybody watches my show that knows a big streamer that might go on Tim Pool's show, the next person that goes on Tim Pool's show, just try it. Ask him, what's your favorite dinosaur, dog? Just try and get him off on that path. Just bring him back to being just like a normal person. I don't know if he ever was a normal person. He doesn't seem like he's ever been a normal person. But somebody needs to ask him, what was his favorite dinosaur? Did Land Before Time break him? Was that it? Because it was a sad movie. I'll be honest with you guys. It almost broke me. But I persevered. I stayed strong. Okay? Fucking, what were they called? Tree stars. Guys. Tree stars.
That's not even a joke.
Ducky!
I know. It's obvious that Ian controls the
Pterodactyl. That's a good call, Liz.
The crazy conspiracies they think. They
Spike.
believe that Israel controls everything, is this secret cabal of Jews that are running the whole world, and I'm like, that is Israel's...
Hold on. Hold on right here. Here you go, guys.
Everything is this secret cabal of Jews that are...
This dude's like, I believe that. Watch the eye drop, guys. He's like, fuck, he's calling me out.
Running the whole world.
Look at the eye drop. He's like, oh shit. That's actually me. I actually believe that.
And I'm like, that is Israel's first you can get. They hate America and they only care about Israel. It's the only thing they focus on.
All right, so what do you think about that one?
Well, I mean, Fuentes is an easy target because he actually is an
Wait, did he say Nick Fuentes at any point? Oh, he did. I guess he did say at one point Nick Fuentes.
anti-Semite. So although
He's an open Nazi. He's open about it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I thought Nick Fuentes didn't like Jewish people. Isn't that part of being a white nationalist? Isn't the hate for Jewish people kind of part of the whole ideology?
Tim Pool is too much of a coward to actually just come out and say that. So he has to hint around. Oh, they think
Dude, look! Oh my God, dude, the pay-per-view, PPV, the pay-per-view that we could fucking set up, guys. Imagine this card, guys. Imagine this card: Lauren Boebert versus Marjorie Taylor Greene, Scott Bessent and Stephen Miller versus Elon Musk. Okay, and special guest to be announced. All right. Main event: Tim Pool versus Nick Fuentes in a slap fight. Fucking slap fight. I'd pay $99.99. I'm just saying, with inflation, with tariffs, it's going to be $249.99. But for $9.99, $99.99, I'm willing to pay. I'm willing to pay. More to come, guys. More to come.
these like Jews run the world, et cetera, et cetera. So we can't just like come out and say that, you know. But if you take Nick Fuentes out of
God, like, dude, how long does it take you to like type that shit out? And that's like the best. Like, you've been here how long, my buddy? Like, I'm really sad for you guys because like you guys sit there all this time and you hear me make fun of you and shit, and like then you type out like really bad ones. Like, how I thought you guys were about owning the libs. Like, dude, have you never been in a COD lobby, dog? Like, how can your sense of humor be that bad? And you've been in, like, how can you not troll better? This is like really depressing for me because I look at you and I'm like, I'm depressed at how bad you are. Like, I think, fuck, like, this is the future of America. This guy is this sad. Like, it don't get much better when you talk about you and the people that you know. Like, you just, this like really sad, depressing failure of a human being. And all of us were just like, you know, we just hope that one day when you're working down at Starbucks and your mom like stops in to give you a ride and shit, that like, you know, that she gives you a hug. Because you're not even good at trolling. It's really fucking sad, to be honest. Jesus.
The argument that he makes here of, I don't know why they care about Israel so much, drives me fucking insane.
Oh, he got me!
Insane. They are using our tax dollars to murder babies.
You ain't rich, bitch.
They're using our diplomatic cover to enable...
You rich in failure. You rich in sad emotions and failure. Depression.
A genocide.
Destroy international law completely.
Like, if you aren't concerned about that and you don't think that that has consequences
I love you.
far beyond Gaza, not as if that wouldn't be...
He said I drive a 2024 Charger. Oh, fuck me. Oh. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that was amazing. Did you think about that? Did you think about that before you typed that out? Holy shit, dog. God, that was beautiful. Holy fuck, my guy. Like, I can't tell if you're like serious and like, or if you're like playing it like really being a failure. I can't tell. I can't, like, I really want to hope that like your life is actually like pretty good and like this is like your kink, your fetish. You're like, it's Pride Month, so fuck it. I'm going to come on this stream and I'm just going to get fucking just like, I'm going to get given to me by like multiple dudes all at the same time. Like, that's what I want to think is what's going on for you, buddy. Because holy shit, my dude. It's like, I'm actually impressed. If you're not trying to be like a bad troll, like, fuck, dude, this is impressive. It's fucking impressive. Bro, he's got a Charger, guys. Guys, he's got a 2024 Charger. Holy shit. Guys, I'm impressed. I'm impressed, guys.
Enough.
Oh, Jesus, I love these people.
Like, the future of humanity is on the line right now. In the same way that the future of humanity was on the line during the Holocaust. If there is not an end and dramatic consequences and accountability for the criminals who perpetrated this genocide and ethnic cleansing, there will be no going back to a time where there is anything governing the world order other than barbarism. Other than, you said it to me, the Game of Thrones thing. Power is power. If you've got the guns and you've got the money, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And it doesn't matter that it's babies or women or starvation or war. It doesn't matter. That's what's on the line here. So yes, Fuentes is an easy target because yes, his idea.
Wait, are we taking this seriously? I'm sorry. I kind of like I snoozed a little bit. Is Crystal Ball taking the Nick Fuentes versus Tim Pool dramedy seriously right now? Like, there is nothing to be taken seriously about Tim Pool versus Nick Fuentes. Crystal, like, 100% appreciate you for the good person that you seem to be, but there is absolutely nothing to be taken seriously between the cat fight of Tim Pool and Nick Fuentes. Now, if one of them owned a 2024 Charger, then we might have something to talk about.
Ideology revolves around like anti-Semitism and some like, he's a Nazi and theories about Jews running the world, whatever.
Drive a Dodge Stratus.
If you take the argument that no one should care, no one should wake up in the morning thinking about babies who are being murdered in Gaza, even though that's being done in our name with our...
Dan, it's a Hemi! Oh, shit. Oh, this is the best stream. This is the best stream so far. It's been a while.
Like, it's just, to me, it's a preposterous and immoral argument to make.
By the way, you could tell that Tim Pool has been schmoozing with Benjamin Netanyahu. Remember that? He was invited to the White House. And
Kyle is looking really suave. I'll be honest with you. Kyle looks like he's entered his dad phase. Does Kyle have children now? Because Kyle looks like he's being real professional. Is he making a play for the left's Joe Rogan? Because all of a sudden, Kyle Kulinski, he's got them Brian Tyler Cohen suits going on. Like, not as sharp. Not as sharp, Kyle. I'm sorry, but not as sharp as Brian Tyler Cohen. But he's looking rather like, very sharp up there. The hair and shit, like it's got like a woof going on. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Netanyahu was there, and him and Dave Rubin and like a handful of others. It's like, Tim, why do you think you were invited to that meeting?
LB.
Dave Rubin is there with you. Gee, what's very commonly known about Dave Rubin? He's one of the biggest Israel dick suckers, no pun intended, because he's gay, in the country.
We all know you say that about anyone, gay, straight,
Kyle.
Wow.
So, but
male, female doesn't matter.
But you were invited to that room for a reason.
Look, dick sucker is across the board. Okay. Gay, straight, transgender, doesn't matter. Dick sucker goes for everybody.
Tim. And now it's showing in your commentary.
Oh, he's a
that,
stepdad
like, you
now?
know Benjamin Netanyahu. So just a couple points before we get to the Nick Fuentes response.
Shout out stepdad Kyle.
When Tim says, well, the Nazis only talk about Israel.
LB, that is true. That is true. The ladies bring up the game. Let me just tell you this, okay? This, nothing to do with me, okay? You think this is bad? All right? If I didn't have a wife of 20 years, all right? We didn't just celebrate our anniversary, I'll tell you this right fucking now, okay? It'd be a lot worse. I shaved my head, not because I want to look good, but because my wife prefers this shit to be shiny. Well, I don't know if she does.
You almost got it. It's not Israel. They only talk about Jews. All they do is talk about Jews. That part is true.
But
the
Jews.
The thing that Tim said was, oh, here's a list of the countries that I think wake up and America is number one, and then I think about all these other countries. And he basically said, like, Israel's at the bottom of the list. And to your point, it's like, we're giving them all the money in the world, all the weapons in the world, and then watching them on a 4K live stream carpet bomb hospitals and schools and women and children and babies and paramedics and World Central Kitchen workers. We got these horror stories where children are being sniped.
I do not watch that.
In the head, and the New York Times even has to report on it and say we have horrible pictures that we couldn't even publish because it's that bad, right? So for you to say it's at the absolute bottom, it's like...
I'm just going to be honest. It's just weird that this is Tim Pool and Nick Fuentes because it's just such a contradiction. You have Crystal Ball and you have Kyle Kulinski, two people that are very well educated on the horrors of the Gaza Israel conflict, right? And then on the other side of this, you have Nick fucking Fuentes, dude. This is like having like a Harvard lecture that is attended by Donald Trump and his cronies. Kyle Kulinski and Crystal Ball are sitting here speaking to something that goes right over the top of the head of somebody like Nick Fuentes. Like, I'm not one of these people that's willing to, like, give him credit for his trolling, right? Like, well, you gotta admit that, like, he gets a lot of views and shit. That don't really fucking mean anything. Like, I mean, I get what they're doing because they're talking to their audience or whatever, and so their audience definitely is, like, you know, a better educated audience than, say, the Groypers. Fuck, by far. But it almost feels like this is a 30-year-old fighting a 5-year-old. No offense, Elon Musk. The things they're saying is just like so far over the head of somebody like Nick Fuentes. It doesn't do it justice. It's like I'd much rather see Kyle Kulinski and Crystal Ball talking about somebody that actually knows something about the subject.
Well, shit, you have you have no humanity on the exact...
Oh, thank you for the $20. Thank you. And thank you for the well wishes on the anniversary. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. My wife has tolerated me for this long, and I am very excited that she has willingly allowed me to still exist in this house despite all my bullshit. So thank you so much, and thank you for the $20. I appreciate you.
Same level that the Nazis have no humanity, just in a different way. Because Tim Pool is a pro-Israel fascist, and you have Nick Fuentes is an anti-Israel fascist. And there's multiple camps within the fascist movement, and so it actually makes sense. But now let's cut to here is the response from Nick Fuentes.
So Tim, go fuck yourself. You were
good start, solid start, good start. You know what I think of when I see this? You guys have heard me like complain like quite a bit about the fact that the left constantly makes videos about the left, right? So it's like Hassan versus Destiny, or Hassan versus Ethan Klein, or Vosh versus Destiny. There's always like nothing but infighting on the left, right? And the reason they do this is because it gets clicks and views and it generates money. Has it gotten so bad for Trump and his supporters and all of his grifters now that the right no longer is this like cohesive cult bullshit anymore? Have they discovered that now is the time that they have to now like make fucking hit piece videos about each other? Is that what's going on right now? Because that's what it feels like.
In a meeting with Netanyahu, and nobody would even know that unless somebody leaked it. You got mad that you got exposed and found out. You met with the Prime Minister of Israel. You've lost your ability to say that you're impartial. I only care about America. Is that why you were meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu and telling him about how...
Is that why you were potentially getting paid some money by a Russian media company? That would be my first question.
Anti-Semitism is created by Qatar. I mean, give me a break. You allowed Daily Wire to use your facility, or vice versa, for your election...
Sounds gay.
...night coverage in 2024. After you denied that you were going to get bought out by them. You took Russian money. So
oh, shit, he said it.
Fuck up.
Oh, shit, he said it. Not going to lie, I might be in on this. Okay, actually, all right, I'm all in. This is fucking... All right, this is good. This is good TV.
You are not impartial. You don't care about America. And by the way, you talk about Israel all the time. You just take the pro-Israel position because you're in the pocket for Israel. You're in the pocket for Israel because your platform...
Wait, is Tim getting fucking money from Israel and from Russia?
On YouTube. And if you went too hard against Israel, they'd take that away. And everyone knows that. You're in the pocket for Israel because of your business dealings with Daily Wire, which, as we found out thanks to Candace Owens, is an Israel-controlled racket. They won't be in business with you. They won't have you as a host if you criticize Israel. And because you have met with the Prime Minister of Israel himself. So let's just cut the shit and let's just stop pretending that you're some Gen X skater bro who's a patriot and a truth teller and a conservative.
Shit, son.
You are a pawn of foreign intelligence. You took money from Tenet, which was funded by Russia. You're in bed with Daily Wire and you met with Netanyahu. You are not what you say you are. And by the way, the only reason you have an audience...
Dude, and to be honest with you, he's venturing into... Like, so this is like... This is a lot like if like some Anderson Cooper, right? This is like if Anderson Cooper decided he was going to have beef with Jerry Springer, right? Like, you don't go down to the level of a Nick Fuentes. This is where he lives. He lives in the fucking toxic cesspit that is the worst of right-wing politics. Tim Pool likes to kind of like, Tim Pool's the guy that goes down to Thailand. Tim Pool's the kind of guy that goes to Thailand to experiment with his sexuality, okay? That's the kind of guy that Tim Pool is. See, when he goes back and he comes back to America and people are like, I heard you in Thailand, he's like, shut the fuck up. No, I wasn't. Like, what were you in Thailand for? Nothing. It was a business meeting. Don't worry. Okay? Nick Fuentes is the guy that's like, I was there, and I had sex with multiple dudes. Multiple. Yeah. It was great. It was amazing. Yeah, clip that. Clip that, guys. Clip that. It's Pride Month. Clip that. This is a bad idea, Tim Pool. I don't think Tim Pool is ready for this. I don't think he really actually knows the smoke that he is about to get from this absolutely disgusting shit human being that Nick Fuentes is. He does not know the levels that this absolutely gross, immoral, terrible, fucked up bigot that Nick Fuentes is. He don't know the levels this guy can go to. This is a bad idea for Tim Pool.
It's because you're the only one left on YouTube.
No judgment.
Thoughts?
He was cooking. What can you say?
It was cooking. See, Crystal Ball knows. Fuck yeah, Crystal.
Tim is very sensitive, as I found out, about that whole
Yeah,
tenant
it's
media
crazy.
thing. He brought that up when Cenk was on with him.
Even if you describe it, as every time I've talked about it, I've given the exact chain of events with all of his caveats and hedges.
Yeah.
And he still gets his panties in a bunch.
But
That's because he's a crybaby bitch.
the reason it's important, though, is because even if you believe him that he didn't know it was Russian money, he did take money to influence his editorial content.
Yeah,
From
100% he
his
did.
dodge is, I just thought it was this shadowy, shady-ass billionaire.
Right. It's like-
well, also, don't take fucking money from billionaires, you dipshit.
To
We don't, it's not that hard.
to influence your editorial content.
Right.
What's
So
up,
if
Janelle?
you weren't above
What's
that,
up, Perry?
like, why should we think you're above anything else, especially when you are taking meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu? It just seems like, we're at this point now where there has been a flip in global public opinion. A lot of it is ass covering. People just look at this and it's like, oh, fuck, this history is going to see that this was a genocide. I mean, it's just undeniable at the
I don't think. Maybe Tim Pool thinks that, but I don't think a lot of people on the right give two shits about whether or not they're in support of a genocide or otherwise.
this point. Every serious genocide historian says, okay, yeah, it's a genocide. Even Israeli scholars at this point, okay, yeah, it's a genocide. Piers Morgan is like, okay, you know what, Mehdi? You were right. It's a genocide. World leaders outside of the
Wait, did Piers Morgan actually say that? I got to see that clip.
U.S., similar consensus arriving to. Again, I think a lot of this is ass covering because they just realize now undeniably what this is going to look like in the history books. And so the very last dodge that is available to you is to be like, why do
Is it a charger? Is it a charger?
you even care so much? Which to me is
No,
so
not a charger.
sociopathic.
Yeah, so true.
This is, without a doubt, the greatest atrocity that has been committed in our life.
No, guys, the only genocide going on is white farmers in South Africa. I mean, Jesus Christ, how do you guys not know this? By now, you should all know the only genocide going on is white African farmers in South Africa.
White males way up. White males have gone through the roof. White males way up.
Lifetimes, and it's being live streamed, and it's undeniable. The plans are being announced. You can on your daily basis,
he
you can
did,
look at the
Alan?
statements
No
of Netanyahu,
shit.
and Smotrich, and Ben
No
Gvir,
shit.
and others within Israel about what
Was it at the point, Alan, when they said, we're going to take all of the Gaza Strip and actually we're not even going to allow them to live in the South anymore? Yeah, that actually might be the time.
their plans are and what their goals are and how they want to, snuff out the seed of Amalek, and they want to use aid as a weapon.
Okay, she's using big words. She said the seed of Amalek. I don't even know what that is. I know Similac, and that's about it.
Of war, and use it to effectuate their ethnic cleansing plans, and they were starving 2 million people for effectively 3 months. Like, none of this is deniable at this point. So your last line of defense is being like, well, why do you even care? That's so far away. Like,
Yeah, we should be thinking about Honduras, guys.
what does this even have to do with you?
What up, Junior?
And this falls apart, obviously, immediately. Even if you don't have a shred of moral integrity in your body, even if you do claim to be quote-unquote America first, outside of Ukraine, Israel is our number one recipient of foreign aid. We send them billions of dollars. It's not even Israel that's doing, we are enabling them to, it's our bombs, like stamped with Made in America, that are being dropped.
Let's be honest, it's probably not stamped with Made in America. They probably say Made in China. Come on, let's be 100%. Look, they are our bombs, but they probably do say Made in China.
On refugee camps in Israel. You don't care what happens with your tax dollars? You don't care what policy, what horror our country is creating in the world? That, to me, is a completely insane position to attempt to hold.
Yeah, and I would say in summation here is just to comment on both of them. Tim Pool is an absolute pathetic Trump ball coddler.
Oh, yes! Fucking A, Kyle! This is what I'm talking about. I just need more people. Can I just get more people to talk some shit? That's all I'm saying. Come on, lefties. Come on, lefties. Come on. Let's get our shit together. Kyle, good job. Good job, Kyle. Fucking ball coddling ass fucking Tim Pool. That's what I'm talking about. God damn it. Makes me so fucking happy to see the fucking left finally grow a fucking pair and be like, you know what? That guy's a fucking asshole. Fuck that dude. Let's go back. That's what I'm talking about. We make America great again.
That's why his show exists, is to coddle the nuts of the world's most powerful man. He pretends, he does this shtick where he pretends like, bro, I'm like a centrist, or I'm like an old school liberal type of person. But then he does 87 stories in a row about how Democrats and liberals and leftists are fucking stupid and they're ruining everything. And, oh, Trump is great and he's owning the libs and look out for the wokeness, bro. And that shtick, it's all so...
Silent says, could you imagine Schumer saying ball coddler? I actually could. With them fucking glasses at the end of his nose. He's a ball coddler. He's a ball coddler. I can see it. I can see it happening. Okay.
No. He's a sex offender with a record. When he moved to Hollywood, he had to go door to door to tell everyone he was a petter ass.
Yeah, I can see it.
Tired. It's so tired.
I can see it.
He is a colossal sellout. Nick Fuentes is right about that. Mm-hmm. He's definitely chasing the money. He's right about that, right? But now to move on to Nick. Nick is a Nazi contrarian who wants Trump to be even worse.
Right.
That's his perspective. And the other day he said on his show, like, he says, the future is me and Andrew Tate and Candace Owens.
Andrew Tate, Candace Owens, and Nick Fuentes. That's not something you ever want to see on Pornhub. I'll tell you that right now.
Who explains sexual harassment to you and me? Sexual harassment, panda.
Yeah. Let's just, for the love of all that is sacred, let's hope that, like, the future is not Candace Owens, Andrew Tate, and Nick Fuentes.
Where's your tattoo? Why come you don't have a tattoo?
We are in so much trouble.
Candace Owens just did a fawning, sycophantic interview with Harvey Weinstein and his mangled penis, trying to act like he was innocent. That's what Candace Owens is up to lately. And Andrew Tate, on the same fucking day he said that, he was charged with like 21 counts of all sorts of crimes, including rape, including sexual assault,
human trafficking,
and human trafficking and things of that nature. Wow, way to hitch your wagon to a bunch of winners there, fella.
But I guess that's what it is. Very bright there.
That's what it is when you're a fucking Nazi, though. You know, it's like he's a little Nazi contrarian who.
You know, the Nazis, they don't have a lot of options. When you're a Nazi, you got to hitch your wagon to either Andrew Tate or Candace Owens. There's not a lot of options.
Who wants Trump to be worse? He probably wants to set
Nightmare
more
blunt rotation.
Camps, right? One of his arguments against Trump in the early days was like, "You're not doing mass deportation enough, sir."
Tinkerbell, Nightmare blunt rotation. Space is actually fake and gay.
A lot of these people say that kind of stuff, yeah.
God. But I will, to be fair to Nick, I think he's correct when he says that the future of conservative commentary, he says it is him. He's one of the people. I think that's right. I think that what we're...
Yeah, to be honest with you, they're probably not wrong. They're probably not wrong because, like, the right doesn't like high class, like, they don't like information, right? Like, I've said this before. What the right does really well is the three short grunts. It's... lock her up 4 more years. Stop the steal. It's like they like 3 short grunts, man. They don't want to hear long explanations. Like, let's talk Gaza, Israel. Like, you say, well, it's a really, complicated question as far as what happened in 49 versus what's going on now. And you got to go back to World War I, and you got to talk about how, this piece of land was given over to Israel, and how that, like, you get into this whole conversation that takes probably like hours, right? Like, I mean, not even hours, like days, a lifetime. Like, if you really want to talk about the Israel-Palestine conflict, you have to be a pretty well-educated person to understand all of it, right? But they'll never want to hear that type of information. They don't want to hear, like I said before, like we talk about the economy and we say, okay, so you thought the economy bad. Yeah, it was bad. Well, why do you think it was bad? Well, dude, just look around. Like, well, that doesn't answer any questions. The economy is good here and bad there. So how do you determine whether or not it's good or bad based off of, let's say, in this place it's good, but in this place it's bad? And it's like, dude, it's just bad, bro. Just look around you. And it's like they don't want to go into like, well, yeah, there's a lot more to go into it. Like when we talk about electricity prices, when we talk about energy, or I'm sorry, rent, when we talk about, you know, the federal minimum wage, when we talk about wages not keeping up with growth, when we talk about wages not keeping up with inflation, when we talk about like, you know, the lack of real career building jobs for Americans that don't have college educations. Like, there's so much more to talking about the economy than just saying it's just bad, but they don't want to hear that. They don't want to talk about that. But obviously the problem with not talking about it in that manner is that you never actually get to any type of solution. So on the left, when you talk about wanting to talk in this like bigger idea about how to solve these problems, that's actually what you're trying to do, is solve the problems. On the right, when you're just saying shit because you're mad, well, you're just complaining. That's all you're doing. You don't want to solve the problem with the economy in America because that's too much work. You just want to bitch about it. You want to complain. You want to say you're the victim and everything sucks and it's anybody's fault but the people you like or yours. It's like that is where media is going, specifically for the right. Is the media is going towards guys like Nick Fuentes, Andrew Tate, or women like Candace Owens that instead give this like really like kind of bullshit reason for why you should be mad about why your life is bad. That's really is where it's going right now.
Seeing on the right is many of them are just, you know, cutting out all the bullshit and going full Nazi.
Yeah.
Right? They've graduated beyond the Jordan Peterson shit. They're just going full Nazi. And then the ones who don't do that are the low IQ, Kool-Aid drinking Trump cultists who will go listen to Ashley Gold giggle as he sits in his own filth with the dead rat in the background and talk about, Trump's base, bro.
Oh, shit. Kyle Kulinski. I never thought I'd see the day Kyle Kulinski is calling out fucking Asmund mold. Oh, my God. We are truly an idiocracy. Asmund mold shouldn't even be fucking, like, brought up in a political conversation. Dude, like this is the problem with America right here, guys. This is the fucking problem with America, is that you got a dude that doesn't leave his fucking house that wants to tell you about politics, and he's speaking to every young dude in America. Like Asmund Mold at the end of the day has a huge viewer basis, and they are probably 99% young men. I doubt there are very many women that watch Asmund Mold's videos. Very much doubt that. And he is speaking to them in the voice that they want to hear. The one that tells them that they are the victims, that the trolling is good. Like, you can't accomplish other shit in your life, so just go online and be a troll and waste your life. Let me just put this way to any young dude that ever watches this. You're never going to be able to tell a woman about the time you trolled people online. Like, no woman is going to be impressed that you went online and trolled some people, dog. That's not going to get you any pussy in your life, all right? Let me just help you out with that. If you think that at any point on a date, you're going to tell some girl about the time that you trolled the libs online and she's going to be impressed and she's going to give you some head for that shit, it ain't happening, dog. It ain't fucking happening. Go get a fucking job. Fucking start learning how to treat a woman right. Fucking open a door. Go fucking get educated to something real. Have something that you can show that you can be proud of. Treat people well. Be good to other people. Take care of like the family members in your life. Be nice to children. Be good to pets. Those are the things that women like, dog. Not a single fucking woman on this fucking planet right now is going to be impressed by the fact that you trolled some libs on YouTube. You're just going to be sad and fucking lonely. Telling them about how you watch Asmonmold and how he told you that Trump's good and you fucking went on, you own some libs on some fucking video. Ain't no woman ever going to be impressed by that shit. Ever. In your fucking life. Keep that shit to yourself. In fact, just don't do it. Go get a fucking job.
We own the libs, bro.
Alan, 8 months! This relationship has been good. Alan, I just want to say that. Over the last 8 months, I have been very happy with my relationship with you. Read on. Even making millions trolling people online don't get you fucking pussy. Ask Asmonmold. How many kids Asmonmold got? How many successful relationships does Asmonmold have? None. Zero. Zip. Nada. Fucking nothing to show for it. But roaches. Did I see Tim Walz' speech 8 months? Oh, did I see Tim? Sorry, I'm reading comprehension. Did I see Tim Walz' speech? Which one? I haven't seen it. What's up, 21st century? Let me know. Look, I follow Asmonmold. I got to see that dumb shit he says, too. I got to know the dumb shit that being said to people. I'll see it if it comes out.
Yeah.
So those are the camps. It's like the
or
super
like
low
the,
IQ.
you know, Trump gets pussy. That's why I like him. Like
well,
that
that's
level,
Andrew Schultz. That's the Rogan sphere. The Rogan sphere
that
likes
level
Trump for
of
that reason.
analysis. I'm not talking
there's
about
no
people
maidens,
especially,
dog.
but that level
He
of
got no
analysis
maidens.
that's just like vibe based.
Asmonmold
like,
ain't getting no pussy,
They let me
dude.
say that like pussy and retard, so I like him.
Yeah. So in summation, fuck both these guys, but let them fight. Keep going at it. Give us more content. We're enjoying this.
True.
Hey guys,
that.
we spoke.
I mean, like I said, I do think it's kind of like it's weird to listen to Kyle Kulinski and Crystal Ball talk about something as like highbrow as a fucking, you know, a war going on across the world that, you know, is insanely complicated, and then bringing on Nick Fuentes and Tim Pool. It's insane. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and check out that video on the screen now.